Hi everybody, I'm Hayley.
And I'm Kayli.
And today we're watching
Disney Channel.
Yeah, we're watching
Oh, that was it. Okay.
that was it. We're watching some form of superhero movies against my will.
Yes. Lots.
Right. We watched Superman.
And Fantastic Four.
What Superman was this? Superman, what was the name of the...
Superman is it.
That's it. Mm-hmm. It's not Superman and the too much fucking shit in one movie. It's not
I
Superman.
think that is it.
Superman and the goofy ass fucking corny lines. That's just Superman?
Damn.
Oh.
Read already.
Sorry.
Read to fill.
I thought maybe. Are you sure it's just Superman?
Yes.
Okay, it is just Superman, I guess. Anyway, so Superman.
And then we watched Fantastic Four, The First Steps. That one has a little.
The First Steps.
The First Steps.
Because baby. Mm-hmm. And it's the first movie.
Yeah. Before we get started in our our conversation,
okay,
Chilltown Blues did reach out to us once again.
Thank
you. And they asked us about our opinion on superhero movies, especially Superman, because at that time Superman was just coming out, and there's a lot of buzz about how it was a woke movie. And so Chilltown Blues was like, "Hey, what's your opinion on this?" And to kind of sum it up, we thought, superheroes have always been woke, if you will. I don't think it's really possible for you to have an unwoke superhero.
Right.
If you want to explain a little bit more, Hayley.
No.
Read the article.
No, just kidding. No, basically, people are whining again. I mean, Marvel and DC have always been pretty progressive in their thought process, so I just don't know why people are confused to this day. Mm-hmm. I mean, if we look at the material, I forgot the material, but it's... I mean, it's no secret that the mutants of the X-Men are supposed to represent marginalized groups and like African Americans when they weren't getting the rights in the early. Like that's it. That's fact. Mm-hmm. Was that too much for y'all?
Oh,
as well. And now we're like, yeah, maybe war is bad, and you shouldn't starve people. And they're like, ugh, I hate when they put that shit in stuff.
Right.
Are you okay?
Right. No, the
Are
answer
you
is
good?
No. The answer has been no. Yeah.
And it's not like that's not been a plot of other movies where another country they see a country needing help and they said propaganda. That's not real.
Right. And I think it's very interesting because, there's a lot of conversation going around about immigration, and
I'm sorry.
That's what she likes to do. That's how she sleeps.
I'm trying to... You need some help? Oh my God.
That's...
Is she good? Isla.
That's my daughter. And I'm gonna stick beside her.
I hear she's just wiggling a little bit with the table. Isla, are you good?
That's how she likes to sleep.
Okay.
Like because that's where my computer the thing is, and it gets warm, so she likes to sit right there. But anyways, there's a lot of talk about immigration, and there's the ICE stuff that's going on right now, and I think a lot of people were pushing this whole narrative that James Gunn is like hammering in that Superman is an alien, so they had a whole conversation about that. But it's not unique, because in Chilltown Blues' article that I said, Smallville has already tackled this before, and that's way old. Well, not way old. Early 2000s is not way old.
It's old enough.
Right.
But isn't that the theme of the other ones too? Like every Superman movie, when he's kind of dealing with his identity, part of it is he's not human. He feels like he doesn't belong here.
Exactly.
But they're like, well, you are human. You grew up here.
Right.
So I'm right. I'm just
he's
confused.
Literally an illegal alien.
Stop. He literally came here from outer space.
Yeah. And so it's obviously a metaphor for everything else that happens, because he's just trying to be a good person, trying to do what he can. Right. And just because he didn't come here the right way doesn't mean that he's not a valid person.
Look what he helped us with. Had we not let him stay.
Mm-hmm. But so anyway, I guess we can get into it a little bit more. I will say, to prepare for this conversation, I watched Superman 1978, Superman Returns, which came out in 2006, and then Man of Steel. Right. And then for the Fantastic Four, I watched Fantastic Four and the Silver Surfer, and then Fantastic Four that came out in 2015. So I'm so tired of watching superhero movies. We don't like superhero movies, and yet I've watched 8 of them.
You're better than me. I rewatched Man of Steel. And I have memories of one of the Fantastic Fours.
And that's really all you needed.
Today. You came prepared.
So what do you want to talk about first? Fantastic Four?
Let's talk about super stupid.
Oh, super shit, if you will.
Super bullshit. If you can't tell, I will preface. Okay, I don't like superhero movies, not because I don't like superheroes. I generally don't like the movies. I think they're ass.
Oh.
The only ones I generally enjoyed were the Iron Man movies. I did enjoy Dark Knight Rises. Like there are ones that I think are good.
Yeah.
But majority are absolute mess. I'm so tired of the multiverse. If I see one more fucking universe on the tip of someone's hand in a universe in an alternate world and everybody's eyes are on their ass, I'm gonna combust. I know that's where they're headed. But oh my God. I hate these movies so much.
I can tell.
Okay. So, this Superman. It started out and I thought it might be okay, and it quickly was un-okay.
Yeah.
They try to shove every funny part anywhere. It was too goofy. And it wasn't even a good goofy. I didn't laugh once. Okay.
Yeah.
They're adding comedy in there. There's finally a serious moment. Somebody comes says some stupid shit. It's not funny. I didn't like it. No. The Justice, what do they call themselves? The Justice Tribe?
Gang. The tribe.
I don't know what they call themselves. No. And they could have probably not been in this movie.
I think it would have been
everything
better.
would have been literally better. Okay. It wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
And I hate, like, if you're going to start up a new universe of a new, like, Superman, we're starting with his movie again. I'm sorry. I need characters to have their own side movies. I need us to do what Marvel does. Don't put in characters that we're supposed to know.
Yeah.
Give them barely personalities.
Yeah.
And then they're just jumping in. I think the only guy from the Justice League that mattered was Mr.
Terrific.
Yeah. That was the only one. He was actually actively doing something.
Yeah.
The other two, okay.
Yeah.
There were so many storylines going on in this movie.
And that's what the downfall of it was. Really.
I mean, one of them.
Besides
the shit I just whined about. But yes, my biggest gripe was there was way too much going on. We had like 5 storylines.
Yeah.
We have Clark, Superman is trying to figure out his identity.
Barely.
Kind of.
Yeah.
And then we have him and Lois Lane, who I felt like was more of an older, bigger sister than anything else, but whatever. And then we had, Luce Lector. What's his name? Lux Lector?
Haley, you know his name.
I do. It escapes me. What is
Lex
it?
Luthor.
Lex Luthor. My bad.
There you go.
And his character's not even good. He's just, I'm evil to be evil. I want to tear up this city because I want to kill Superman. The fuck?
Yeah.
His dumbass.
Right.
Then we have a new universe that he's created.
Yeah.
That's, busting through.
Welcome.
Right. And then we have we find out there's a clone of Superman, so we have that going on.
And then we have the whole war that's going on.
And then we have the war that I keep forgetting about, and so they bring it back up. And then at the end, Superman can't even save him because the Justice League, who is only in there as some kind of ex machina, jumping in so they can kind of save the day because Superman can't be there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I'm missing one. Am I missing one?
I mean, Jimmy Olsen and the girlfriend with
yes, and then there's that. I mean, that's okay because I guess that's kind of a part of
the plot,
the Lex Luthor thing. But I'm sorry, pick one. They should have picked one.
Yeah,
pick 2.
Yeah, I think the story should have been. I understand people are tired of the origin story over and over and over again. We don't have to do an origin story, but it's tough to watch this happen when he's not starting out, right? So this isn't his first time being Superman. He's been Superman. And he still doesn't know who he is as like a person on this planet.
Right.
So I think yes, we don't have to have an origin story again. I agree. But for him to still be trying to figure out his identity already as Superman.
As a grown ass man.
He should already know. I think it is a little interesting to have this talk about his identity. I like the idea of it. And I think it should have been more a focal point. I like them talking about his identity, like how he fits in, especially because of today's climate. It is important for us to talk about, even though he's not the right person.
Right.
Even though he didn't come here the right way, he's still a valid human. Like he should be treated with respect. Right. That's a beautiful message. That's what we should have. And then I like the story of the politics. If we want to keep that in there, I don't mind it. I think it's a good story because with the conversation with Lois Lane and Superman, I really like that part.
Their interview?
Yeah.
Right.
Because she's like, just because you can do something doesn't mean you should do something. And he's like, well, they're going to kill people. So shouldn't that be the most important thing? And that should have been the movie. It should have been about that.
Right.
It shouldn't have been the Justice League. It should not have been them. It shouldn't have been Lex Luthor opening up oh my God, I can't speak.
Right.
A whole other world. Because then, like you said, he's not even there to save the day when the war is happening again, because he's over here fucking around with Lex Luthor and this whole pocket universe coming to fruition. So that's the thing that's very disappointing because the impact should have been there where he's like saving people who are actively about to get murdered. Instead, that little boy's over here praying. He's like, Superman, please, please, please. And what does he hear first? Superman can't come. You know how disheartening that is?
He said, you know what? Y'all can go.
Right. And then he's like, but the Justice League is here. You got to upgrade. So I get, it just would have been it would have been special and much more impactful if it was Superman who actually saved the day.
He started it and then he's going to finish it.
Exactly.
Versus now I'm just going to, sorry, I got stuck over here with some other bullshit. 3 other storylines going on. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah.
It was kind of like that. I agree. I think it should have been, he could have had a clone.
Yeah. Because that goes into the identity part.
Exactly. I think if you're going to do identity, like you said, we're going to need a little background information. Because obviously us jumping in where he's already with Lois Lane. He's already here. He's clearly like 35 at this point.
Yeah.
We should technically be farther along than I don't know who I am. Because that's before, in my opinion. I mean, who knows? I don't read the comics. So y'all can argue or whatever. But that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, we're not educated in that.
Listen, I'm not educated in super. But what I'm saying is, yes, we could have had that. A little background.
Yeah.
He doesn't know who he is. But now he's trying to help this other country. And he's wrestling with, you know, rights and what makes a person, who deserves to live. Like that would go really well together.
Yep.
Then he has to fight himself.
Exactly.
Because.
Exactly.
Deeper meaning. And then he wins and ultimately finds himself, helps the other country. We're good. Brilliant, lovely movie.
Yeah.
But instead the main character, like the main villain is Lex Luthor. And he's
even then we could have Lex Luthor and he can be the evil billionaire because that's what we're talking about today.
Right.
And he's funneling this money into like this country and trying to start a war and blah, blah, blah. That could have been, it still could have been that story. But like, it didn't have to be the pocket universe. We didn't have to have that part. That was stupid.
And then the whole New York. Now we have to focus on saving New York. And that was another 30 minutes. And I'm like, this is not the point of this movie. Right. Or I thought it wasn't.
But the way people talk about this movie where they're like, this was so impactful. I'm like, but it could have been so much stronger.
To me, not that I was offended, but I felt like the most important part of the movie, what was the most, like you said, impactful part was a backstory. So much as Superman
more like a backstory.
An afterthought.
Exactly.
Of like, oh shit, we did say something about that. Oh yeah, get the Justice League to go help.
Right.
Like you said, it should have been Superman.
They should have.
He started it. He should finish it. But they just showed up and we say to everybody, yay. And then immediately we see like Superman and Lois Lane kissing and all the romance. Like it's just like they could have done so much more. With that storyline. They did too much. Y'all can have more than one movie. Yeah. I mean, I don't know what y'all are going to do, but like, it's okay to spread things out.
It should have, I've heard people talk about it too, where they're like, this wasn't a movie about Superman. This was an entry point to starting the DC universe. And that's exactly what it was. It should have been, but I was expecting a Superman movie because you called it fucking Superman. Yeah.
There's not even a second line. It's just Superman.
Exactly.
You'll say, you know what? DC rises. No.
It could have been something like that. It should, if that's what you wanted to do, then it would have set the expectation that this isn't just about Superman. It would have been like, okay, this is like him starting up everything, not just Superman.
Right, which we didn't get. No. Because it's just Superman. And then some of the Justice League characters.
It's not good either way. Yeah.
No, I wasn't feeling it. But a lot of people thought this movie was good.
Which I'm very
concerned
about.
Right. Did we see the same movie?
I've seen people like crying and I'm like, crying over
that. Stop doing that. Sorry, I just can't.
Yeah, I don't really get it. It's not, and like I like James Gunn. I like the Guardians of the Galaxy, like all of those movies. The first one. And I feel like his comedy for me usually hits. I liked it in that. But for whatever reason, I just didn't feel the chemistry between the actors in this movie. None of the jokes really landed for me. And it was just kind of dull to watch. And what was really, really hard to continue watching was Superman getting his ass beat over and over and over and over. My man needed help till the very end. He never, and that's what's like disappointing too. Like it could have been an impactful moment. Again, I'll say it again, where he gets to beat his evil clone, his evil self, but he didn't. He didn't even realize until the very end that Lex Luthor was watching him and giving him special move combos, 1A, 1A, 1A.
Right.
And then he calls in the dog that's barely even been trained. How?
Right.
It's annoying. And he should have died with the nanonites all over him. How did he survive that?
They said he's got 1 minute. He said, well, I have 5 actually.
I have 5 hours actually. I'm like, there's no way.
I'm like, okay.
He should have been dead, actually.
You're right.
And then the other thing that I just feel like wasn't earned was the speech that he gave Lex Luthor at the end. It could have been really good, but he didn't even go on the self-discovery journey of like, who am I?
Right.
he got told by his dad, you're a good man and parents fuck up. But like, you know, you have to find your own way. And he just what is it called? Regurgitates exactly what his dad told him to Lex Luthor.
Right.
So it's not like he went on a journey to either find a way to beat his clone
right.
or to figure out that he's actually human or what he wants to, you know, identify as, you know, whatever side he wants to be on.
Who he really is.
Exactly.
His identity.
Exactly. And it's just like
none
of this was really explored. Like it was all touched on and then it ended.
Yeah.
That was the movie.
And I was like, people like this? I can't. And I'm also there's a few fatigues. One of them I'll talk about later. But I can't do the social media stuff anymore. I can't do this over dramatized social media impact. I'm sorry. Superman's parents, which apparently that's not even what happened, but they're like, we want you to go forth and populate the world and have concubines.
Yeah.
And everybody got their phones out. Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Oh, Superman's parents said that?
Yeah.
We hate you, Superman. And then people are like, all know where he is and they're running up against the wind. That is so corny to me. I cannot stand. Like, if you're going to do social media in a movie, please don't make it that fucking bad. It was so corny. He's like,
did you like the monkeys doing
no. I didn't like, bro. It just was like, is this goofy or not? Like, is this funny? Because I couldn't tell. Like, it's like you want to be goofy, but you also want to be serious. But I can't take you seriously because of how goofy this is and how awful the CGI looks.
The CGI was terrible.
Awful.
But apparently a lot of stuff was practical effects.
Like what?
Like the suit.
Couldn't be the dog.
Like I think it was like one of the suits was practical. I think the guy that he was trapped with that made the kryptonite, he was practical.
Like his makeup and stuff.
Right. But like then they added on the CGI so you couldn't even tell.
So it's like.
Yeah. That's what I heard at least. I was listening to a lot of people talk about this movie who had negative opinions about it because I was like, there's no way people.
No, that was my second gripe is I'm having CGI fatigue.
Yeah.
That's why I'm not excited to see Avatar.
No,
that fucking video game. I can't. I don't know. Like I feel like almost every movie I watch that's superhero or some kind of fantasy, it's just CGI out the ass.
It is.
And I get it because how else are you going to show this crazy world? But like at some point, I'm like,
it's just
I'm tired.
It doesn't look good.
It doesn't look good. Like the other day, we were looking at Pirates of the Caribbean, which looks super good.
Which came out in what?
2006.
Exactly.
With Davy Jones.
Yeah.
And there was one other one we were talking about that's pretty good back in the day. Transformers, yeah. Early mid 2000s. So I know
the fact that we haven't progressed in 20 years is kind of crazy.
Well, they say it's budget cuts. They say they don't want to put the money and time and effort into it.
Then don't put it in my movie. Stop it.
Well, I'm confused because y'all making billions.
They said, how are we going to keep making billions if we got to pour money into CGI?
It's going to slow us down and raise the price. You want a $20 ticket for the movies?
Right.
We already have one, huh?
Right. Okay.
That's why y'all going straight to streaming.
Yeah.
That should look a mess.
It does.
Anyway, I'm trying to hold it together.
Yeah.
But anything else you want to say?
I will say, because I watched the other Supermans.
Okay.
And it's funny because 3 out of the 4 of the movies that I watched, all of the bad guys were Lex Luthor. And it was literally Lex Luthor tearing apart the world every single time.
Just because he's mad? Is he just, what's his beef with Superman?
It's a lot of it is the same. Like he doesn't think that he really belongs here. He's an alien, and he also just wants land for himself. That's like his biggest motivation in all these movies. So every time I was like, I feel like I'm just watching the same shit over and over and over again.
That's his thing. That's his thing then.
Right. It is. And but I did like Man of Steel in the way where it changed it up, where we had Zod. Like it was finally somebody else as the bad guy, and I liked the conversation that they talked about. Finding out like your own free will, basically telling them like, oh, you know, we used to breed people for specific purposes. And that was what Zod was. He was like, I was built and made to protect Krypton, but now it's gone. And so I guess I'll just fuck up Earth.
Right. I'll make a new one. Yeah.
And so I liked that conversation, and I liked the identity aspect of Man of Steel because he doesn't know who he is.
Right.
He's like, my dad told me like I should hide and do all this type of stuff. So now he's over here doing odd jobs, and you know, it took him a while to figure out who he was as a person. So I liked that change of pace. But it was just interesting how literally all the Lex Luthors were doing, they all split the earth in some capacity. I was like, it just keeps happening.
Earth is crazy.
Yes, because like the first one,
the millions around the world.
Never that.
And this, what y'all do, don't piss me off.
Because the first one, he like causes like an earthquake in California, so like California will like disappear into the water, so he can have his own country right there.
Wait, so he didn't like just take over California?
No,
he said
because he bought all the land on like the east side of California. And so he's like, this is my land. And now that's going to be really profitable because all of California is gone.
Oh, so this is what's left?
Yeah.
He said, I'm actually California now.
And that when Superman goes out into space and turns the world around to go back in time because Lois Lane dies in the first movie in 1978.
Right. That wouldn't just kill everybody if we go the other way.
No, it goes back in time and he
backwards
stops
means
everything.
backwards time.
Exactly.
So if I walk backwards, you have to do it fast enough, I guess.
It's true. It's
My
true.
bad, my
You ever
bad.
seen Tenet? I've never, but I think
Girl,
that's what.
don't get me started on that movie.
But and then in Superman Returns, Lex Luthor gets a hold of like this crystal that can basically remake Krypton, and he's trying to do that, and he encases it in kryptonite so that Superman can't fuck with it, but he ends up doing it anyways.
Of course.
But yeah, it's interesting also that you said about what you said about his parents in this movie, because that's basically what Zod was saying in Man of Steel, how he was like, we have the best genes, Sydney Sweeney.
Oh, yikes.
And he's like, we have to take over. And like, and so it's weird that Superman's parents are saying the same stuff because that's never what they stood for. They always want to talk about having their son as like the guiding source for humanity. I have a question though, and this kind of goes into first steps. Is it really responsible if you know that your son is going to be basically invincible to send them to another planet where those people have no idea how to stop this man if he were to go crazy? Is it really responsible? Is it really responsible?
No.
It's not.
Well, they think they're really good and their son's going to be really good. Is there a comic with a bad Superman?
I only know there's like an animated thing where he lands in Russia during like the Cold War. And like, so now we have like this
Russian Superman.
Yeah.
And surprise, surprise, they make him evil.
Yeah.
Right.
So, because he could have landed anywhere
He really could have. Instead, he landed in like a cornfield in Kansas.
with the sweetest
He's
people in the
American.
world. Yeah.
Could have landed anywhere.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say his parents had a feeling it was their kid's destiny, because you're right.
Yeah.
Sending him to a place where, unless they didn't off the top know he would be strong, but they knew.
And
he'd be
Man of
strong there,
Steel,
didn't
they definitely knew.
Yeah, they're like, he'll be like a god to them.
Yep.
Probably blue, but he's gonna be good. Though.
Even in
He's a good
Superman,
one.
they know that too. In the new Superman, they know that.
Yeah, it's not very responsible, but I guess they have a lot of faith in their son.
Yeah.
Now he's gonna be good. But I guess if you're raised by humans, they're thinking if he's raised by them, it's different than if we raised him and then sent him there.
But it's weird though, because it's like they have to know anybody could raise this kid. Because do you know, you see how Zod is?
We could use this.
You all saw how Zod was. That man is crazy.
Put this kid to work.
Exactly.
That's true. They don't know where he was going.
At all. So that kind of leads me to first steps. But I will rank my Superman movies.
Rank them.
My favorite one was Superman 1978.
Love that.
The
OG.
next one was Man of Steel.
Okay.
The third one is Superman Returns.
Okay.
And then the last one is super shit.
Womp womp.
Womp womp indeed. So yeah, I just think those movies just, especially the first one, I showed you clips of it. There's chemistry between Clark and Lois. Clark is like, it is a goofier movie, but it wasn't bad. The humor kind of hit a little.
It wasn't
So
bad.
it's 1978.
Yeah.
It's an older movie, but it was still kind of silly and goofy.
Mm-hmm.
You can have a goofy Superman. I think people are like shitting on people who didn't like this movie. They're like, oh, well, you're just a Snyder fan. You like the serious blah, blah, blah. He's
And
not
didn't
supposed
like
to
that
be.
shit either.
Right. It was
Which
better.
one? What, the Man of Steel?
Yeah, better than this. But
Right. I'm sorry. I'm thinking Justice. He wasn't even in that one.
he is a Justice League.
Is he the Justice League?
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
But they're both Zack Snyder's movies. So yeah, I think it's like, just because I didn't like this one doesn't mean that I'm a big Snyder fan. I can tell which movies are better because I have a brain.
Ooh.
And I wasn't programmed and made to like Superman 2025.
Right. No, it's giving
So-
colorful goofy. I did like the Man of Steel one better because I think superhero movies in general have to be more serious than funny. Not saying they can't be funny,
There
but
can
I
be
think they do
parts
the
of humor,
best
yes.
where there is more seriousness.
Yeah.
You can have a funny character, but every character cannot be funny.
It's true.
Right? Not every character can have a funny line. There has to be designated characters for that. So I think that's why this didn't work, because they were trying to make almost everybody have some kind of a funny moment, and I just don't think that it was working. But I did like Man of Steel in general, because we did get the backstory. Like Hayley said, if you're going to have some kind of identity issues, we're going to need to go back.
We
I
have
want to see a grown-ass man who by this time, sorry, that's
I
you
mean,
can always discover yourself.
We're in the same boat, but
in Superman's timeline, he is now the grown ass man and should have technically
already
dealt with this before.
It's true.
When he first came out.
Yeah.
This is Superman like 5-10 years later. Get it together.
Yeah.
And because I don't feel for him because I don't really know what this Superman's been through. I don't, because all of them are different. This one has a different backstory. Clearly, I'm not getting what his hardships. Like at least in Man of Steel, he'd been bullied. He didn't really feel like he fit in.
Yeah,
he had to hide his powers.
His dad was over here getting him in trouble for saving people.
Right, like he's actually actively like, should I let people die or should I help? I don't know where I fit in. I'm not like everybody, and we knew why he was feeling the way he was feeling. We saw it. This one, I don't know anything. I don't know his personal backstory in this universe.
I don't think he knows.
My parents, I never knew that's what it said. And gee whiz, golly, guys. Am I a murderer? Shut the hell up. And go beat your ass up somewhere because you're getting two-piece by somebody on a fucking video game console.
1A.
I'm like, you can't hit faster than they can think and talk? Stop it.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's all I have to say.
He was not strong at all. All right. Well, Fantastic Four, First Steps.
Right.
A movie I enjoyed more than Superman. That's what I will start off by saying.
This one is, I agree, it's better. Would I watch it again?
No.
I feel like I'd watch the, because I do vaguely remember the other Fantastic Fours. I feel like I like those.
Yeah. I will say the second one, the one with the Silver Surfer, is better than the first one. I think the first one is a little slower.
The iconic one. Yeah. What was the villain in the first Fantastic?
Doom. Victor Von Doom. Yeah.
Ooh. Victor Von Doom.
How do you name your kid Victor Von Doom, bitch, and not expect that man to be a super villain? Yeah, he is.
Oh, okay, I don't know if he's from another planet. I don't know.
I don't know with this one. I'm not sure how this one is going to work because Victor Von Doom, or Doom, is revealed at the very end of Fantastic Four First Steps. By the way, do you know who that's going to be?
Of course I know who that's going to be.
Who is it?
Iron Man Part fucking 2.
It is Iron Man. But I was talking to my dad about it, and he was like, I wasn't really understanding it, but they're on a whole other Earth. Because I was like, oh. So it's like, it is a multiverse, but it's not, I'm hoping they don't connect it all. You know what I mean? Where like all the other multiverse movies are. Because this is Earth.
They let it float alone.
Right. This is Earth 838. Apparently this is the Earth that never experienced a Stone Age. And so they just were technologically advanced from the jump.
The 60s and 50s.
No, that is just the year they're in. But their technology is so advanced.
Okay. That's where they would be at that time.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So in our years, that'll be crazy different as
exactly. Well. I don't know. I'm kind of excited to see Iron Man as Victor Von Doom.
I think the next movie will be more interesting now that we've gotten this movie out the way. Sometimes you have to get the first movies out the way.
Yeah.
I like how it did the futuristic 50s feel.
Okay, so you do like that vibe?
I did. I really liked it. I thought it was more unique. I felt like it was visually more appealing. It wasn't the same shit we've been seeing over and over again. I felt like it fit the kind of quirky world. Like this was a movie where if they had more humor, I was okay with it.
Yes.
They've set it up.
They should have had more.
More goofy?
Yeah.
No.
I feel like
they found out the world was going to be crushed and they're still making one too many jokes. That's your girlfriend. Your girlfriend's about to annihilate everybody and y'all came back with the baby that could save everybody if y'all just gave him back. Listen, they're too chummy until like the final days. And like,
yeah, it's true. I think in the beginning was very, very, very slow.
It was slow.
And I think that's where I wanted more humor in that part. In the first hour. Okay. Because it was just dragging. I was like, I don't really care for anybody.
Yeah, that's why I love a good origin because they kind of brushed through it and they went to space and then they did this. I personally, I'm sorry, I'm going to always advocate if you're starting a new universe, I need an origin.
Yeah.
I need some kind of origin.
Yeah.
Unless you're going to do it really well. But I feel like in the beginning, they kind of glossed over everything. And I'm like, well, that actually looked kind of like a good movie. Like they went up there, they got powers, they came down. Because now, once again, I just have no base what these characters are feeling because you're getting the sense that who's the smart guy, who's the husband,
Reed Richards.
When Reed Richards and his wife Sue are kind of going at it, you can tell that this might be a point of contention for a while. She's probably sometimes gets annoyed with his over analytical thinking even before the baby. But I just felt like everything now is just so rushed. Like I don't really get to feel the full character's issues. It just feels very abrupt to me because I don't have any background information on them other than like a little slideshow at the beginning.
That is very true.
You know what I mean? Like I'm really not getting it. And even with like the guy who's the rock guy.
Yeah. Ben Grimm.
Thank you. See, I pay attention. But yeah, like you can tell he's kind of feeling down about himself and his appearance. I would have loved to see the first movie because guess where that really would have played in? Like all these things it seems like could have been really fleshed out. Because by the second, third movie, some of the stuff should have, I feel like, been fleshed out. Not everything, but like, because, you know, if you immediately turn to rock, I feel like that would be your highest point of insecurity. Because you're like, I don't look human. I'm struggling to find myself.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I really would have liked to get to know these characters better. I feel like I don't know these characters.
Yeah.
I feel like it was very surface level, very, I don't know. I couldn't get into any of these characters.
So with Superman, I watched Superman 2025 first, and then I went back to watch the other ones. With the Fantastic Four, I watched all of them before I saw this one. So that's why for me, it didn't feel that way watching the origin story flash by, because I had seen it twice already.
Seen it. Okay.
Yeah. And so I liked that they were already established, because Ben Grimm, which is the Thing, or the Rock, the way that his story unfolds is so heartbreaking, because he has, like, first of all, the worst power. You can't turn it off. You look like a rock.
He is a rock.
But in the first Fantastic Four, he's like married to somebody, and so what happens is they go out into space, and there's a storm that happens, and it fucks everything up, and that's when they all get their powers, is from the storm. And that's when it's Victor Von Doom is on that spacecraft, and the rest of the four are there too.
Oh, so that's how Doom also turns.
That's how they all get their powers.
Does he come back and then runs away and then comes out later? He's like, ha 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 ha, I do have powers.
Kind of. He hides his powers from the rest of them. He doesn't like explain that he has them. And then he is still going kind of crazy and trying to fuck shit up, because it was a love triangle between Sue, Victor, and Reed Richards. And then Sue was like low key messing with Victor. But then after everything happened, she started falling in love again with Reed Richards.
Okay, messy. I need to go back. Right. Okay.
But the thing with Ben Grimm is that, so he was human at first, but then his powers kicked in, and he's a rock. And so he runs home to go see his wife. And he calls her on the payphone. He steals,
like holding it like these.
He steals some clothes, and so he has like this trench coat, this fedora, and some pants on. And he's on the phone calling his wife. He's like, "Hey," she's like, "Oh my God, I was worried about you, like, you know, because they all know that he was in an accident because the storm happened." And he's like, "Yeah, I do look different, but I want to see you if you want to come down here." And so she comes down.
He didn't prepare that girl at all.
And she screams and runs away. And then he's like, you know, feeling sad for himself, and he's sitting on a bridge, and this guy looks like he's about to jump off the bridge, and Ben is like, "Hey, your life isn't that bad. Look at me." And the guy gets scared, and he's falling back into traffic, and the guy's like, Ben Grimm's trying to help him. But then this huge car accident happens, and he's like trying to stop things, but it looks bad because he's a monster. And then out from the crowd comes his wife, and he's like, "Oh my God." And she's like, "No." Takes her ring off, bitch, puts it on the ground, runs away.
Now, her deciding that was the moment to do that. She said, "Is that him? Good." And like, then he's actually trying to save him.
Right. And then he goes to try to pick up the ring, but can't.
He can't pick it up. Oh, did you cry? I would have cried.
I was low-key really sad. And then the whole time, everybody's just making fun of him. Like, "Oh, he's the Thing. He's a monster, blah, blah, blah." So for me, watching this movie, where everybody accepted him as Ben, they never called him the Thing, I was like, I like this. It makes me feel better, because that man can't turn it off. He's a rock.
That's horrifying.
So I like that.
Did someone pick up the ring for him?
Reed Richards does, yeah.
Oh.
No, it was sad. So back to this one. I will say, I don't think they're the strongest Fantastic Four group. Like, I don't really love them.
I felt zero chemistry.
Okay. Again, just like Superman.
Zero chemistry. It felt like everybody was in their own box, and the boxes are just kind of interacting.
Yeah. You're so right.
That's it. I could not. That's why part of me was like, I don't believe this is a movie.
Yeah. It's
not real.
Whenever this movie was first like not premiering, but when the advertisement came out, I was like, this shit looks AI generated. Is this real?
It looked fake as hell.
And this whole movie
every
feels
time Sue
that way.
Was serving.
I will say that's how Jessica Alba is too.
Listen, I'm not mad at it.
No.
But they kept doing this weird lighting when she would do it, and that's why it was giving AI.
Yeah. But the storyline, I will say, this is the second Silver Surfer movie that I've seen with Galactus. I do like this version of Galactus a little bit more, because in the original one, he is just like an entity, like just like smoke and whatever. So,
but don't get the horned helmet.
Yeah, because that's what he's supposed to look like, apparently. But
he look crazy.
So, how did you feel about
sucks.
a nearly birthing woman going out into space.
Girl, as soon as she was walking up there, baby, I was like, gee willikers, I wonder if she's going to give birth on the goddamn trip. And she does. And of course she has to, because then they have to see the baby and go, I want that baby. But honestly, I feel like they could have did that and they didn't be in space for that.
Yeah.
Because by the time they were ready to take over Earth, he could be like, I feel a presence. Find that presence. Blah, 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 blah.
Ooh.
Also, I need his backstory. That poor guy, all he wanted to do was stop eating.
He said, I'm
Period.
starving. And I'm tired of eating all these people.
Because literally he's like, this kid is the key to curing my endless hunger. I'm like, help the guy. Help the man. That's why I didn't get
baby.
it. But yeah, that's why I was confused, because I'm like, I feel like we're not diving in his. It's just kind of like, bad guy want to eat. But he kept saying things. I'm like, no, there's a story here. Does he really want your son? Like, does he just need him for like a couple weeks and y'all can like just be there with him? Or hey, just come back in like 10 years. Like, this kid will probably be pretty good at what he's doing. There wasn't enough there.
No.
Because what do you mean? Are you hungry? You don't want to be hungry anymore? Because they kept saying he's going to turn our son into a monster and eat everything. And I'm like, but he said he wants to stop eating and the kid can help him.
Is a key.
So I was a little confused on that part, because I'm like, is he bad or is he need help? And y'all are just like, obviously he's not doing it in the best way, but I'm like, what's going on? But overall it was fine. Yeah. Did I roll my eyes a little bit with the power of love and pushing him? She shouldn't have been that strong. When I tell you, he was giving Darth Vader the way he was with the Silver Surfer.
No, for real.
He had her choking, and she's more powerful than all of them. Yeah. And all of a sudden, he gets down on Earth, and he don't know how to fight anymore. He just fee, fi, fo, fum. No! I was like, where are your powers? You've had powers the whole time.
Maybe
and
it's
now
when he's connected to the ship. That's when the powers come in.
We need to come on now. This man is the size of New York, kind of. So it's just the way that it just, yeah. And once again, CGI fatigue. I'm sorry, I don't think it looked good. I think Galactus looks silly. Once again, that the baby.
I didn't really notice the baby as much, I guess.
Oh my gosh. I mean, it's like they had a real baby, but kept AIing it. Every time the Rock guy was holding the baby, it was like a little, I was so bad. I'm like, we can't even I can tell y'all have a real baby for some of these things. We can't do this. Like, we can't make the baby look real. Yeah. It's like the baby's like, and I'm like, oh my gosh. Like, they're doing that weird baby face and the weird distortions and making it smile and frown on cue. Yeah. That pissed me off, because I'm like, we can't even get a regular baby in a movie. It's got to be a CGI baby. Almost as worse as the fucking CGI baby in Superman.
Yeah, that baby was awful.
That baby was not even, I didn't feel bad for the baby because it wasn't real.
No, for real.
I knew it wasn't real. I'm like, you don't exist.
No, so, okay.
Sorry.
How do you feel about them being like, okay, so they're going off to space. They're like, we're going to save us from Galactus, right? Because the Silver Surfer comes and she's like, I herald your end.
That was the best part of the movie. Yeah. It's giving, what's her name? From Hocus Pocus? At the beginning. Your end.
I herald
Galactica. Whatever the fuck his name is.
And so they're like, okay, fuck it, we'll go to space and we'll go meet him.
Yeah, we got it.
Everybody chill. And then they come back and they're like, so you beat him, right? And they're like, no.
And another thing, he did say that we could be good, but he wanted my son. Nasty work. I said no. So I don't know, guys. We'll figure it out. Shut up.
Yeah.
Why the hell did he say anything?
He shouldn't have said it, but I think it was like such a crazy atmosphere that was created after that, when people are like, you're selfish, get rid of your fucking baby.
Literally. They said
make another one big.
They said, man,
that baby gotta go. Hey. No, that whole part was a little crazy.
And what killed me, she gonna walk out there
with her baby. I want you to meet someone.
Go out.
Galactus.
No, I'm literally eat that baby. What's that little meme? That's what we need to do for the thumbnail. Throw that damn baby, because ma'am, I'm sorry. I hope you have an extra special Dexter one again.
Girl.
Cause that kid about to fuck everybody else up too.
And this is where I was going with.
I heard about him.
This is where I was going with babies and being super smart or super strong. Listen, everyone should be able to have children, but in this make-believe world, if you have superpowers,
everybody has a right to have a child. However,
in this world,
if you have superpowers,
you can
cool it.
You can.
That's the only reason why we're in this real predicament. I mean, I guess they would have gotten eaten anyway, but
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, they were,
so honestly, them having a super kid helped.
Did save, and he saved his mom at the end. He resuscitated her or whatever the hell. He
said, "Bitch, come back." My dad was making a joke. Now he's like, you know how parents used to say, "I brought you into this world and I could take you out." That's basically what the baby's about to say.
Baby said, "Listen,
I brought you back. I can take you right back out, bitch."
Yeah, I'm like, what if he just gets pissed off as his parents? Because
no, that's what I'm saying.
So is that baby conscious? Like, does he know how to do stuff? Because apparently he can make like universes in the palm of his hand. I'm like, how did this baby not accidentally kill everybody?
Exactly. That's where I'm like, there's no way that y'all put us all at risk because y'all were fucking raw. Y'all gotta stop.
That's crazy.
You can't have kids.
Right. And they want to say, we did all the tests. I don't give a fuck. You're out of here.
Ain't that fucking smart?
Get your baby to make another Earth, and y'all go over there.
And y'all stay there.
We'll call you if we need something.
Right. Don't come over here.
Don't come over here with that baby.
Because as soon as he gets upset, because he's going to go through a teenage phase, bitch.
Boy.
No, that man's going to be crazy. And you're just hoping that he's going to be okay. At the end, she was like, we don't know what's going to happen in the future, but we have him now. Y'all better be some good-ass fucking parents.
Right.
Because that man is holding us all hostage.
Literally.
And now Victor Von Doom comes in at the end talking to the baby. We'll see what happens.
Right. That kid could have saved everybody right then and there, but
he's like, okay, bye.
He's like, oh, bye, Unky.
Right.
Uncle Daddy.
I think it's just so wild. Like, I've been thinking a lot about like the responsibility behind, because being a parent is a responsibility.
Right. And then your kid can kill everyone and blink at like the bat of an eye.
Exactly. On
accident, maybe?
Maybe adopt. There we go. You can have children, just adopt.
Adopt, don't shop.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Krypton too. Because it's like, y'all over here sending them to a whole other planet.
Damn
y'all
babies.
said fuck them.
They should have been sent. There needs to be one world. If you have any babies that you need to send, it's just boop, boop. Right. They'll make it. They'll survive. They can raise each other.
Exactly, if they want to. But yeah, I think it is. I was kind of interested in their plan to move the universe or to move the world somewhere else.
I was gonna be pissed if that worked.
I was kind of interested.
I'm also at technology fatigue. Yeah, I feel like in these superhero movies, and maybe this is comics, so I guess, but they can literally just do whatever. At this point, like, I'm not even intrigued because it's so unrealistic and so ridiculous and so kind of almost stupid. I'm like, this is dumb. Is this a joke? Like, back in the day, that's why I like Iron Man. He's like making stuff, like he's actively making a little iron suit so he can get out. But obviously it's not like realistic, but I'm like, I can see this is creative. This is something my brain can latch onto as like a story we can run with. Right. But when you're like, oh, we just need to get the square and we can get all this stuff. And I don't know, every country can like make a big transfer unit and we're going to transfer and we're going to jump the earth. I don't care anymore. My brain is so like, I don't know what you're doing.
It's about the world coming together, Hayley.
We are the world.
Even the mole people came out from underground and said, y'all can come with us.
Right. See, that would have been nice to have background too.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, I forgot about that man. Like,
Me
I have
too,
no
until
backstory
he came back.
on him.
I was like, oh.
I didn't care for any of the characters. It was very fast. I wasn't a huge fan, but it was better than Superman. I guess.
I did like the part where he said, butter me up. I'm gonna start using that.
He said, oh, you need me now?
Go ahead.
You need me, my little city?
Interesting.
Say something real nice.
Give me a little kiss while you at it. But yeah, I saw this clip where it was like Fantastic Four out of context or whatever, and it was Patrick being like, if we take Bikini Bottom and we move it over here.
Literally.
That was basically
That's literally, and it didn't work. So, okay, well, we got one left, and thank God the only one left is in New York down the street.
Right.
I'm bored. Like, it's just getting uncreative at this point. Like, I really need some good storytelling, good storylines. These are just pulling shit out your ass. Everything just adds up just perfectly, and the power of love prevails.
I will say...
Bored.
It hits the same beats as the other Silver Surfer movie, because at the end the Silver Surfer is like, oh, we all have a choice to make, and he sacrifices himself
to save Earth.
Exactly.
The guilt of, I don't know, killing the other 35 planets didn't do it for you.
He said, well, they didn't talk to me, y'all got to know me.
Right. Y'all learned my language.
Exactly.
At least in this new one.
It was in the old one though, like Jessica Alba's Sue, she looked like his old girlfriend. He's like, you remind me of someone, so I'll save Earth because I like that.
That's crazy.
But Sue ends up dying in that one too. She dies, and then he brings her back. Sue.
Who brings her back?
The Silver Surfer.
So she should have ended up with the Silver Surfer.
He gives her a little kiss. He goes,
stop,
and she comes.
And Reed is in the corner like,
he's holding her like,
according to my calculations, I guess this would work.
Right. Basically.
That's crazy. He said, you look like somebody I used to touch.
Touching and loving.
Take that out. That's actually wild, though. That's you just saving the world because she's hot.
No, yeah.
Whatever we got to do.
That's
whatever
why we have all the baddest bitches on
I die
earth.
for it. I die for it. Them other aliens on that planet. Hey, I ain't dying for that.
They're okay.
But you, girl,
you got something about you.
Miss Alba.
I'll save you.
You gonna make a man change his way.
You bring this man home, girl.
Right.
You make me want to settle
down.
down.
From one of the other 82 planets.
Right.
We had no bad bitches. Where's our baddest bitch?
Send her up there. Send her up there.
No.
Galactus.
Oh, Galactica. Quickly, they're talking to me.
But yeah, it's very similar. So they just didn't have a baby in this one.
Right.
So in the other one. But yeah, I will say, I think the best Fantastic Four people, like actors, were the first ones. The one that came out in 2015 that has Miles Teller and Michael B. Jordan. Awful fucking movie. I don't even
think I realized that existed. So thank you for bringing that to my forefront.
Awful. It was terrible. It was the worst one.
So we'll never do
they
that
didn't
again.
even say Fantastic Four. They never said that our name is the Fantastic Four.
Oh, they tried to be like cool guys.
At the very end, they're like, "Hey guys, we should have a name." They're like, "What should it be?" He's like, "I don't know, but man, this is fantastic." What did you say?
I hate.
And he's like, "I got it, guys. Are you ready?" And then it goes, boom, title screen, the Fantastic Four.
I thought that was clever.
2 hours.
They thought that was clever. They said we did our big one. You did your worst one. Don't piss me off. They really said, no, bitch.
You pissed me off.
And after that terrible ass movie that you probably watched, you said, add it. Just go ahead. Lay it on.
It took an hour for them to get superpowers, bitch.
Oh, see, no.
An hour.
45 minutes at the max. Let's move on. Anyways, I don't need a ton of backstory. I just need some context.
At all. And it wasn't even
a couple bullying scenes, a couple
some character growth, if you will.
You know.
So, superhero movies, are they done for?
No. They'll never leave me alone.
But the CGI is not helping. I think that's what's making it look worse and worse and worse.
I'm excited for the next. There will be one. I speak that. There will be a good superhero movie, and I can't wait to see it.
What's the last one that you really liked?
Iron Man, literally. Probably that one. Or what was the other one that I said? Well, I like the cartoon ones.
That doesn't count.
Oh, sorry. That's it.
She said sorry.
I really liked Iron Man, and there might have been one other one. I think I said it earlier. I can't remember. What about you? What's one that you actually really like? And be for real.
I know. I don't know.
The actual.
I mean, like, I think Endgame is pretty good.
Yeah, I think most of the ones that came before Infinity War, like the ones that were leading up to that arc or whatever.
I think they're good. I think Doctor Strange was a really good movie too. It's like about a douchebag, and then he ends up being
he undouches.
Kind of. He's still kind of awful, but yeah. Doctor Strange. Oh, I'm hoping things get better, but I think really like the look of it is what's killing a lot of the vibes for me, and I think the chemistry between the actors is not there. So I don't know.
Take your time, y'all. Let's think this through.
Them. Maybe we don't need them back to back.
We have a lot. That's what I'm saying.
Make it really good.
If
you're going
to
do this, make it good.
Y'all have too much money and time and access for y'all to be pumping out these overly colorful, goofy ass, boring. We know the bad guy's gonna loop. Do a little something. Make it interesting.
Something spicy. Snap a neck or two.
What, Man of Steel?
He said, "Don't kill the blood.
The power of love."
It's always there.
It prevails.
It's always there. But any Hoosers, make sure y'all check out our Chilltown Blues article. Sorry we didn't shout it out earlier, but all of our stuff was older. And
we're doing our best.
We're trying, okay? But yeah, if you are just like super into superheroes or maybe super into shitting on them, check us out on Instagram at Hayley and Kayli. We also have a TikTok at Hayley and Kayli. What else do we have, Hayley?
We have a YouTube channel. If you're watching, duh. If you're not, go check us out. We're pretty cute. At Hayley and Kayli. And then we have an email at presspodcast@gmail.com where you can email us all your questions, comments, concerns. We also have a second channel where we review beauty products. You probably don't give a fuck, but we're just putting that out there. And that's it. So, you know. But I am curious, if you love these movies and you're like maybe a superhero fan or whatever, please explain. Like if there's more context I can get to appreciate things, I'm always down.
Give it to
I'm
us.
just not seeing it.
Yeah, I think another big thing is everybody's like, Superman is supposed to be goofy. Superman's supposed to do this. He never kills anybody, blah, blah, blah. I've seen a lot of cartoon ones.
I've seen a lot of cartoons. Sound like Shaggy.
Oh boy. But I've seen clips. I can't say I'm a super fan, but Tristan, my fiance, is, and he was very disappointed. That's how I knew it was a bad movie. But he was
your
like,
man says it's not a good movie.
Even my dad was like, you know what? It was okay. And my dad will take anything. Okay. That's how I knew. Standards were a little low for this one.
Right.
But he was like, no, Superman has killed before. He's not always happy, goofy, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
He's more naive. That's what he is. Because he doesn't have to really try that hard to be great.
Because he's just a big, strong guy.
Exactly.
With the heart. And you're like, it causes problems.
Exactly.
Because, I'm like, Superman doesn't. That's Batman. Batman, the one who won't kill Joker.
Yeah.
He's a psychopath, too.
They both are. That's the
They're
twist.
Now kiss.
Oh.
They live together.
Exactly. They said, what should we do to destroy Arkham today?
Right. We'll play hide and go seek again.
Right.
But horrifically.
Who do we kill?
But kill.
How many? But yeah, let us know. But don't be that guy who's like, well, you just like the Snyder Cut.
Because no.
We actually don't.
We don't.
They can all go to hell.
Oh.
Except for you. Bye.